Hey, 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 it's me, Melanie, the book boss lady. It's me, Melanie, the book boss lady. It's me, Melanie, the book boss lady. Hey, it's me, Melanie, the book boss lady, where we talk about books, business, being a boss, and everything in between. Welcome. I'm so excited about today while we talk about how to stop leaving money on the table. I see you. Hey, how are you? Welcome. That's right. Today we are talking about how to stop leaving money on the table. We are ready to move forward and to get everything we need to get so that we can not only do all that God has called us to do, so that we could be all that God has called us to be, so that we can have all that God has called us to have. But if we do the things we need to do, then we can stop leaving the money on the table that God has tried to bless us with. Amen. And so, again, I'm excited about being here on this evening, and I have some great information to share with you. And so, if you see me looking down, that means I'm looking down at my notes so I don't miss anything, because I want to make sure you are ready to receive. So, before we get started, do this. I need you to get out your pad, something where you can take notes, some copious notes with. Not only that, I want to make sure that you, and it don't have to be pen and pad. It could be your phone, it could be a tablet or iPhone, something. Okay. So let's make sure we're working on these things so that we can make it happen. So let me look at my notes real quick. So let's talk about the first thing you need to do so that you can stop. What does stop mean? All right, let's go into what stop mean before we actually really get started. Okay, because a lot of people are moving fast when you need to stop. What do I mean by that? Have you ever been at a yellow light? And yellow means slow down, or it's orange, meaning it's on its way to red, and you fail to actually stop and you speed through the stop sign or stop light. Have you ever done that before? So people get mad at me because I like to drive the way you're supposed to drive. When you see a yellow, that means slow down to stop, right? But when you see a red, you're supposed to stop. But in reality, a lot of people are seeing that red stop sign and they're not stopping. Hey, come on in and let me know where you're coming in from. Welcome. But yeah, so this is why I put how to stop leaving money on the table. Hey, Kim, welcome. I want to talk about stop leaving money on the table because a lot of people, they just like, okay, let me zoom right through the red light. Let me keep moving forward. Let me do what I've been doing and going in circles and doing the same thing. And you're leaving all of this money on the table. So I have 7 strategies to help you stop leaving money on the table, to teach you how to stop leaving money on the table. So number 1, what is number 1? Number 1 is developing a millionaire mindset. That's right, developing a millionaire money mindset. Hey, Victor Marrero, how are you? You reporting for duty. I love that. Yes, I'm feeling much better. I thank you. Appreciate for asking that, Victor. And hey, LaShonda coming in from Virginia. Yes, awesome. So yes, number 1 is developing that millionaire mindset. What do I mean by that? That means when you're developing a mindset, that means you have to get your mind right in order to prosper. You have to get your mind right in order to stop leaving money on the table. So too many people are leaving money on the table because they lack confidence, because they have fear. A lot of people don't start their businesses or write their book because of fear. One lady actually told me she didn't write her book because she feared that nobody would purchase it. She said that at her book release event, she couldn't believe all of those people were there. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not a reason why you shouldn't write it. But a lot of people, because they don't have that mindset, they're leaving a lot of money on the table. A lot of people have the wrong mindset, so they don't increase their prices, they don't charge what they're worth. They have all of these reasons why they're not doing what they need to do, right? And so this is why when you don't have the right mindset, this is why you're leaving all types of money on the table, because you're thinking too small. Right? Have you ever met somebody and they're like thinking like this, and it's like, no, we trying to bless you like God trying to bless you like this, for real. But your mind is so small, you can't even fathom receiving it. So you charge $50 for something you should be charging $5,000 for. And so what is your mindset? Where's your mind going? And how much money have you left on the table because you're not even thinking about what you should charge? You're not even thinking about what opportunities and what things you should be offering. Your mind is so messed up because you're so scared and you're so fearful and you just never get started. So all of these reasons, because if you get your mind right, you could get your money right in life. If you get your mind right, I promise you will stop leaving money on the table. So how do you get your mind right? One, like this, listen to YouTube University, listen to people to get motivated and build yourself up. Say affirmations, because once you build confidence, you won't be fearful of starting that business or writing that book or adding more streams of income. And you won't be leaving all that money on the table from other streams of income, right? Because I don't want you to leave money on the table. And so look, first we got to get our mind right. Then we can talk about some of the other things. So the next thing is book. Actually, I had this book right here. It's so funny. It's actually called Mentor to Millions. I'm going to start reading that this month. I read a book every single month. And so this one's called Mentor to Millions. So you could get your mind right by reading books, by introducing yourself to millionaires. And this was like what the Rockefellers do, right? So there's books and tools and strategies and things that you can read to help you develop a millionaire mind. You could be around people. You could be literally mentored by people without having to be in their face. So again, you could have top motivational speakers and Les Brown and people that are on YouTube and watch them, and they can mentor you from a distance. So you could be mentored by Elon Musk, by Richard Branson. That's the other thing. Study my books. Okay, so study the billionaires, study the millionaires, and find out what type of strategies and what type of business opportunities. Learn how their mind works. Their mindset can help you go to the next dimension. So that's number one, developing that millionaire mindset by reading books, by updating things, by sharing, by making sure you're making things happen. Number two, you don't know what you don't know. What do I mean by that? You don't know what you don't know. So you're leaving money on the table because you may not know how to write a book. You may not know the next steps to take in the next business opportunity you want to work on. You may not know. There's a lot of things you just don't know. And so I'm learning. Hey, Shonda, guys, I'm learning that a lot of times people aren't moving forward and they're leaving money on the table because they just don't know some things, right? So what is it that you don't know? You may not know how to create your coaching packages. You may not know how to start your YouTube channel. Look, this is what I found out. I found out a lot of people didn't even know that YouTube, they only need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to start getting paid on YouTube. Again, a lot of people don't know. They don't know what they don't know. And so as a result, They've already been monetized, but didn't push that button. And they leaving all of this money on the table because they just didn't know. A lot of people didn't know that SBA was giving out EIDL loans and PPP loans. So a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners were not getting paid as a result of not knowing. So you're leaving a lot of money on the table because you're not knowing. Why is it that you don't know? Again, you're not around prosperous people. You're not watching the right things on YouTube. You're not connecting with the right people. You got to get in the right environments to help you get in the know. That's why I love Clubhouse. You can learn so much about what you don't know on Clubhouse. And that's why I say that's when I found out that all of these people in my Clubhouse room, they just don't know a lot of different things. And so when they don't know a lot of different things, what is it that you do? You get educated. Take some courses, take some classes to get educated. Again, read some more books. Read books if you have to. If you got to read books to find out, read books. If you want to learn how to do something you don't know how to do, read some books and find out how to do it. So stop leaving the money on the table just because you don't know something, right? Okay, somebody said, oh, I want to, start buying stocks. I want to start buying cryptocurrency. What do? You be around people that's already doing it. You get in like a YouTube rooms like the Stop Struggling Now room where he's teaching you about the stocks that pays you dividends. He's teaching you about the things that you need to know in order to make it happen. That's right, Kim. Read 3 quotes a day. Reading quotes can help you develop that millionaire mindset, and it can help you even on things you don't know. It depends on what the quotes are about. So in reality, like I said, there's so many things that you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So let's get in the books. Let's start reading the books. Let's start getting the coaching or be mentored from a distance from those people that are where you want to be. You want to make sure you get the education, take the courses, invest in a coach, a good coach that's already been where you want to be to make things happen. Oh, that's right. That's good. I agree. Study. Yes, study. Study to show yourself approved. Study to learn the strategies. Study to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, like I'm in the military still, right? But yeah, study to go above and beyond the Call of Duty. When you're in a place and you don't know how to do something, there is a book, a course, or somebody that can teach you how to do it. If you're willing to really learn, you can learn anything you want to learn if you put your mind to it. Anything. So yes, Victor Marrero, that's right. You got to have a can-do attitude, have an open mind. That's good right there. Self-discipline, consistency, and willing to take, I say calculated risk, but yes, willing to take risk. That's good. And then yes, help you to articulate on a greater level. That's right, Kim. And so number 3, a lot of people are leaving money on the table. Now I'm just saying, because they lazy. Lazy. That's it. They just lazy. They're too lazy to do the research to start the business or to write the book or start whatever it is, that ministry, whatever they're going to do. They're too lazy to get the instructions. They're too lazy to even read the books. They're just lazy. Oh, I've been working hard all day, so I don't have time to, I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like taking a course in the evening. I don't feel like getting on somebody's YouTube channel and learning how to find out about how to make money with stocks and trading and the Forex and whatever, all these things that you could be learning. So when you are lazy, that's why a lot of people still work a 9 to 5, or in my case, it was more like a 7 to 7, sometimes a 7 when I worked. Sometimes it was like 10 to 12 hour shifts. It wasn't just a 9 to 5. And so a lot of people still have to work because they're not willing to make the sacrifices to work in their businesses on the side, on the evenings and on the weekends, so that they could work themselves out of a job, right? They're so lazy. It's just like you're leaving so much money on the table when you're lazy, because a lot of opportunities could come your way. And it's like, man, I just don't feel like it. Your feelings don't coincide with your finances, okay? A lot of times I don't feel like doing certain things. Some days I don't even feel like doing a YouTube video. Some days I have a book signing tomorrow. I don't know if I feel like going to the book signing, but it's Mother's Day. It's coming up Sunday. It's the book signings tomorrow through Saturday. That would be a missed opportunity. I would be leaving so much money on the table if I didn't go to that book signing tomorrow. But again, because I know where I want to go and I know what I'm focused on, and I know where I know I don't want to leave any money on the table. So I'm going to go regardless of if I wake up in the morning and don't feel like it. I'm still going to go. That's right, Kim. Calculated risk. Right. And yes, Victor, lazy or afraid of that. That's it right there. Yes, afraid of failing. That's why we talked about number one being the mindset, because a lot of people are afraid of failing. That is like huge, huge, huge. And then they cover up with all these other, and that's what number four is, excuses. People leave money on the table because they're making excuses. Excuses. We have to learn how to eliminate excuses. What we say last night, this is the no excuse zone. I don't want to hear it. You do whatever it is you have to do and make it happen. Period. And so I don't care if you're afraid. I don't care if you don't want to fail. I don't care I don't care what it is. We have to stop making excuses and go get the coins, go get the money. Stop making excuses and say you don't have time to write that book. Stop making excuses and saying you don't have time to learn about real estate investing, or you don't have time to learn about stocks. I hear all these excuses all the time. I don't have time. I don't have time. If you give me your calendar for 2 weeks, I can tell you where your time is going. Why is it? When people tell me that it's the biggest excuse. Somebody told me today she didn't write her book. She has like 5 books. She said 5, but she said she hasn't had time, right? So I said, okay, so what do you do when you get off of work? Oh, I gotta cook, I gotta do this and that. Okay, so you could write a page a day. You have at least an hour a night you could work on your book. And she was like, I didn't even think about it that way. I said, exactly, you don't. But now eliminate all excuses. Let's take the excuses out the way. Can you miss an extra hour of sleep so that you can get your book done? And so I want people to stop saying they don't have time and stop making excuses and figure out how to break those excuses so that it only take one product, one service, one connection to help catapult your business and help you make the money and millions that you need to make. But if you're making excuses, you can't do it. Too many people are making excuses about why they haven't made the money that they needed to make. And mainly, it's excuses that it's really no excuse. Excuses that I can give you a reason why you should. Every reason why you tell me you can't do it, I'm going to tell you why you can and why you should be doing. Like Victor said earlier, have a can-do attitude. You got to say you can do it and not say I don't have time to do it, or I don't know how to do it. I don't feel like. If you don't know how to do it, find somebody that know how to do it and learn from them. If you don't know how to do it, read a book that can teach you how to do it. Take a course, something. There's a way. Google it. But even if you Google it, hire a coach. There's so many ways that you can figure out how to, whatever it is you want to do to make some money, you got to stop making excuses. And you got to go get the money. I could have had 20 different excuses of why I wasn't going to write my first book. I could have had 20 excuses of why I wasn't going to travel across the world and do speaking engagements. I could have had so many excuses about why I wasn't going to be where I needed to be when I needed to be there. That's right, Victor, right? You hear the same excuses, right? I don't have time, right? At work all the time. I know, isn't it right? It's crazy, Victor. It's so crazy because people spend more time scrolling on Facebook, on Instagram, doing all these other things that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with being productive and doing what they need to do. So if you show me you tell them you don't have time, but you're on Instagram for 3 hours a day. You could have wrote 5 books being on Instagram 3 hours a day, being on Facebook or whatever. And so when people tell me they don't have time, I give them the analogy. Why is it that we have the same 24 hours a day and some people are more productive than others? Some people are producing more and getting the money they need, want, and deserve. They're not leaving money on the table. Steve Harvey, 5 years ago, he didn't leave a penny on the table. Steve Harvey was on the Family Feud. He had his own talk show. Then he had some children's talk show, and he's come on every day, right? He said Family Feud come on every day. His talk show was every day. The kids show was every day. Then he also has his own bacon. Did y'all know he has his own bacon line? He has his own suits. He has all of this stuff. Why is it that he could do all of that, but you say you don't have time to write one book to make you some money? You don't have time to start one business to make you some money. You don't have time to start your YouTube channel. I don't get it. I think about not only people like Steve Harvey, think about even Tyler Perry. How is it that he comes out with a movie or a TV show or a play every single month, it seems like it. And I don't even watch television. I forget about the television. He got even TD Jakes. He has books. He has television shows. He has movies. I'm like, these guys are moving and shaking. They are producing. They're not wasting their time. They are producing and making the money that they can make. You don't hear Tyler Perry complaining about he don't have time. That's how he was able to buy an entire military base. He was able to buy Fort McPherson in Atlanta, Georgia, because he maximized his time every day. We had the same 24 hours as Steve Harvey, the same 24 hours as Tyler Perry. Why are we not getting the money why we don't have the money that they have? Yes, as you said, with your Facebook and Instagram looking self. I know, right, Kim? Right, that's all you doing. So excuses. Look, when people come to me with excuses why they haven't written their book, I'm like, this is a no excuse song. I don't want to hear it. I could tell you, like I say, when I wrote my first book, I was working at the Pentagon. I was working 10 to 12 hour shift. I was commuting an hour and a half each way. I was in ministry. And at ministry, I had to drive far just to go teach the classes that I taught for ministry. Then, of course, I'm a single mom. My daughter was a teenager at the time. So, that's work. I have, just on and on and on. There were so many things that I had that was taking my time. And like I said, just working 10 to 12 hour shifts and commute an hour and a half each way in itself is crazy, right? And then, but what I do on lunch break, I wrote. On the weekends, I wrote. On the evenings, I wrote. 30 days later, my first book, Daily Dose of Determination, was completely written and became a #1 Amazon bestseller the very first day it was released. But if I made excuses, you wouldn't see this book, you wouldn't see that book, you wouldn't see all these 4 books up here. Yes, that's right, Kim. The same 24 hours. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with your 24 hours? Stop leaving money on the table. Amen. So that's excuses. Number 5, not monetizing your gifts. A lot of people are leaving money on the table because they're not monetizing their gifts. They're letting people pimp their gifts and they giving everything away for free. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying don't give some stuff away for free. I'm not saying don't give some information. Like I give information here on YouTube. I give information on Clubhouse every day. I give some information. I used to give like free 15-minute consultations. I don't have time to do that. I don't do that anymore. But the key is, this is the thing. When you're pimping your gifts, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And I learned this because I used to give away stuff. I had one coach years ago. She said, Melanie, you're giving too much away. She said, you can tell people the what, and then they need to pay for the how. I was like, oh. She said, yes, give them the what, what they should be doing. And then if they want to take it further and they want to know how to do it, that's what you charge for. So you can give some stuff away, right? And so what I'm telling people is, so let me give you an example. So gifts. So Patti LaBelle, we know who Patti LaBelle is, right? Patti LaBelle has the gift of singing, but she also realized she has the gift of baking, right? So she was baking some pies. Now, I didn't know about Patti pies. One person, like I said, it takes one person made a video and it went viral, and she made millions off of that pie. Now, Patti, most of us have numerous amounts of gifts, multiple gifts, but we're giving a little bit away here, giving a little bit away here, giving this, giving that. Monetize your gifts. I want you to write down what gifts you have that you can monetize. Even if you speak, if you're a great speaker, get on one of these platforms, get on YouTube, get on TikTok, get on and start monetizing your gifts. Your gifts will make room for you, but stop letting people pimp your gifts, and you have to monetize your gifts. So what gifts do you have? Do you play the piano? Can you make money from that? Are you an artist? Can you sell your art? What can you do to make money? Stop leaving money on the table with all of these gifts that you have that you're giving away for free. When you can learn how do you learn how to monetize? If you need to put it in a package. It's some people, people have knowledge, they have information. Create some courses. Whatever, I'm telling you, there's so many ways, and you could repurpose content. So you could have a gift for one area, and you could repurpose that and make 5 streams of income just from one gift. So, and I'm gonna go over that in a minute, because yeah. Oh, you remember when I wrote the first book, Kim? Yeah, yes. I think you came to my first book release event. That's right, Kim. I don't know if you can. I know Lillian and a few people. I can't remember if you came to but yes, amen. That's good. Yes. And so I need you to start thinking about your gifts that you're giving away for free. Again, if you bake pies, I know people that have made millions from their cookies. If you could bake some cookies, do your cookies, bake your cookies and sell them and make some money. And then figure out how to package them, get them in the stores and make some more money. You can make some oil, some lotion so that people's hands don't have to be dry. Whatever it is, what is your gift? Monetize on your gift. Maximize that gift. Make money. Don't let your gift go to the grave and nobody knew about it. Dr. Miles Monroe, he has tons of books. I read a lot of his books and I love his books. He said the richest place is the graveyard because a lot of people die with their dreams in them. They die with their businesses, their books, their ministries, all these gifts. I remember this lady I knew, she told me about this idea she had for this amazing game. I had never heard anything like it. And I know she would have sold tons of them. She probably could have made millions from this one game. She died. And she never, ever released that game. And I felt so bad. And I was trying to talk to her son. I was like, you know what? You should, keep this legacy going. Why don't you produce this game that your mother thought about? See, it's not enough to just think about. We got to execute on these gifts that we have. Like I said, I have the gift of gab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to monetize and make money from my gift of gab, right? I'm going to talk. I'm going to do speaking engagements all the time. Radio show interviews, whatever it is, I will be speaking because I have that gift of gab. I got in trouble all the time when I was little, all the time. For what? Talking too much. Kids usually start their gifts at a younger age. So my grandson, right? My daughter said, Mommy, he talked too much. He just talks. I said, that might be a gift. He probably going to grow up to be a motivational speaker like his grandmother. My daughter be like, Mommy, please. But I'm serious because you can start seeing children's gifts at a younger age. And so don't stifle the children and the grandchildren. Don't stifle their gift. when they're doing something that may seem out of the ordinary. So yes, I got in trouble. Every report card, she's great, but she talked too much. I didn't know I didn't even know what a motivational speaker was when I was younger. I just know I had to gift the gab. Okay. And so what gifts can you monetize? Oh, you did, Kim? Okay, awesome. So Victor Marrero said, yes, monetizing your gifts. Skills are great, right? If you do it for free, then that same person will acquire those skills, make money. You preaching good, make money on it and try to eat your lunch later. Now that is so good, Victor. You are so right. They will. You're going to be telling other people to do it and they going to make the money and they gonna eat your lunch. Try to eat your lunch. So why not you make money on it? Come on, somebody. I had this person, they had all these skills, all these. I'm like, look, you should do this, 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 and this. You should do this and this and this. And I got all these ideas for her. And you're right. I'm like, if you don't want to do it, eventually now that I'm learning the skills, I may go ahead and do it myself because I learned everything I know from you, and I'm referring all these people from you. And I'm like, come on. I want you to prosper. I want you to be the millionaire you are called to be. Let's go. But again, everybody doesn't think that way. They're like, oh, well, I don't want to, charge because I think this, and this. So I don't want to. No. Monetize your gifts. Like I said, most of us have a minimum of three gifts. Like I said, one of mine is the gift of gab. I'm very, very clear of that. Another one is I'm very resourceful. So because I'm very resourceful, people used to ask me, how do you get this? Where do you get this from? I start coaching. That's a coaching practice. How do you write a book? How do you become a bestseller? Courses. So all of my skills, I turn into courses. Some people don't like to I don't have no problem. If you don't like to have courses, that's on you. I have courses and you have to invest in my courses. So I have my courses, I have my coaching, I have my speaking. I know I'm very good at teaching people how to market their books. So if you want to know how, you could take one of my courses, or you could get a 1-hour strategy session, or you could do 6 months of coaching with me. I know what I'm good at. And so I'm not going to give that. I just can't give it away when I had to do so much. I had to take courses. I had to invest in myself to learn all of the skills that I did. I had to go to classes. I had to read books. I had to do a lot of everything to get to where I am. So why would I give it to you for free if I had to invest? It's an investment. It's not, oh, I got to pay for this course. You charging for that too? It's an investment in your future. So yes, monetize your gifts. That was number 5. Number 6, a lot of people are leaving money on the table. Well, number 5 was because they're not monetizing their gifts. Number 6 is because of the P word, procrastination. Procrastination is the assassination of your destination. I talk about that I have a whole page dedicated to procrastination in my book, Daily Dose of Determination. Procrastination is the assassination of your destination. I learned that from my pastor, Pastor Mike Freeman, years ago. I think that was the first time I heard that phrase. And I've used it a lot because it really is true. That's right, Kim. Exactly. Yes, you don't want to procrastinate. Stop procrastination. You're leaving all money on the table because you're procrastinating on starting that business. You're procrastinating on writing that book. You're procrastinating on monetizing your gifts. You're procrastinating on all these things, and you could have been made that money. What if you wrote that book 5 years ago like you were supposed to, and somebody gave it to Oprah and she put it in Oprah's book club? What if you wrote that book? I'm telling you, when you procrastinate, you are missing out on so much money, because you can have a situation where I remember this lady saying, oh, all these people are waiting for my book, because she was a speaker. She was a preacher. She had an audience. She had a following. So every time she got on the stage and she spoke or she preached or she taught and did not have a product or a service to sell, she was leaving all kinds of money on the table. And I tell any speaker, you got to have a product or a service because you're leaving all kinds of money on the table. If you're on YouTube and you don't have any products or services, or you're not doing affiliate marketing, you're leaving all kinds of money on the table. Yes, what you say, Kim, you want it or you don't. That's right. You can make, that's number 4, number excuses. You can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't do both. That's right, Kim. Yes, Hidden Treasure. That's right. It says, like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have not hit the thumbs up and like the broadcast, please make sure you like it and comment, share, and subscribe. Yes. Hey, Hidden Treasure, how are you? So yes, that is the thing. You want to make sure that you are not leaving money on the table by procrastinating. Because again, you can get opportunities all the time, and we're gonna go into that in a minute. A lot of people get opportunities, like I say, they get speaking opportunities. It's like, okay, so one of my clients a couple years ago, he actually got on the Steve Harvey show. He didn't have any products, he didn't have any service, he didn't have anything. If he had some products when he got on the Steve Harvey show, he would have made a lot of money. Again, you don't know. I remember, I've never told this story, I don't think, ever on YouTube. So story time, real quick. And then we're going to go on to number 7 and we're going to wrap it up. So what happened was, for those of you that don't know, I used to teach a fitness class. I was a certified fitness instructor. I also taught fitness classes at my church at that time. And this was, before my last, 2 car accidents. But anyway, I was a fitness instructor and I taught gospel aerobics. So we listened to gospel music and I worked out to it. So I remember a Friday, a lady from Newsweek magazine called me. And I wouldn't tell you the entire story, but it would take way too long. But I'm just going to skip the Friday. She called me one day. I'm going to do an entire video on it because it's a very long story. She called me from Newsweek magazine and she said, we want to come down Monday. This is Friday. She wanted to come Monday. I have my class every Monday and do an interview on your class. Newsweek magazine? What? On my gospel aerobics class? Why? I didn't have a website. I didn't have, back then they had DVDs. I didn't have a gospel aerobics DVDs when I know God told me to produce one. I didn't have anything. All I was doing was teaching a class every Monday evening. And this was probably less than, July, April, May, June. So 4 months. I started the class in April. In July, the lady came. And I was just so shocked and so surprised that this lady wanted to feature my class on Newsweek magazine. But I wasn't prepared. If I had a gospel aerobics DVD like Donna Richardson did at that time, do you know how much money I would have made? I wasn't prepared. That's when I learned. That's why anytime God tells me to do it, I do it the next day now. I start right away. Because I missed out on that opportunity. So 7 is pour, P-O-R-R. Pour means passing over opportunities repeatedly. I'm going to say that again. Somebody put it in the chat, in the comment section. P is for pour is passing. O is opportunities. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Too many people are leaving money on the table because you're passing over opportunities. People are bringing you opportunities. You want to invest in this. No, I don't want to invest. I don't understand it. Go find out how to do it. I don't want to do Bitcoin. 5 years ago, how many people heard of Bitcoin and they passed over that opportunity? And now 5 years later, wish they would have took that opportunity. Again, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Let's stop passing over opportunity over and over and over again. So I'm not missing out again. I'm not missing out on money because I procrastinated. I'm not passing up any opportunities that come my way that I know God wants me to participate in. So what opportunity that you have passed over that could have brought you a lot of money? I was in a training on Monday night about some Airbnb properties. I've been on Stop Struggling Now. He's been talking about Airbnb and Punta Cana. the way he had it set up on Monday night was totally different. So I'm taking more classes. I would be passing over a lot of opportunities if by the end of 2021 I did not have an Airbnb. That would just be like not smart. I was going to say stupid, but we'll just say not smart. That would be a huge opportunity to pass over when people are just showing me opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. No, for the one in Punta Cana, go watch the Stop Struggling Now videos. You ain't got to have your credit. It's like no credit check. You just need to have, no excuses. You just need a couple $1,000 and then, pay your monthly payments. So there's so many things you can do, so many ways you can make money, but you have to stop leaving money on the table. You have to stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. People may say, oh, let's invest in this thing. That's right, Victor, but yes, you love that pour. That's right, that's what pour means. I learned that in the network marketing company. It's funny because I almost passed over one of those opportunities that I made a lot of money in that network marketing company. I almost passed over opportunity when I sold life insurance. And so there's a lot of opportunities that I did pass over, but not a lot. I would say maybe one. The only one was I didn't go back to take when I failed the real estate test the first time, I didn't go back and get my license the second time. But for the most part, a lot of opportunities I've done, unless God said, that one's not for you. Because there has been some that's for me, but I've made a lot of money and people wouldn't even believe. Like now I'm getting ready to get a free Range Rover by selling silver. Does silver have to do anything with my brand? No. But the company is phenomenal. They send my silver on auto ship every month. I love it. It's real 99% silver bullion. It's not fake. It's not coated. It's not all this stuff that people are buying and learning about online. Some people don't like network marketing companies dealing with silver and gold, but it has made me money. And like I said, I'm getting ready to get a free Range Rover as a result of being a wealth ambassador for the silver company I'm a part of. I'm actually going to do the presentation tomorrow here on YouTube. I'm probably going to do it. Probably 8:00. I'm going to do that presentation. But yes, I was just thinking about my calendar if I was going to do 7 or 8, but more than likely it's going to be 8:00 because I believe everybody should have hard assets also. And so I think about some of the opportunities that I know that friends and family members have passed over. And like I said, even with Bitcoin, I'm trying to think, I think it was 2014 or maybe 2015 when I started hearing about Bitcoin. I even started buying some books about cryptocurrency about 3-4 years ago. Still even reading the books, I didn't do anything with it until last year. Late. Because I was passing over opportunities. I was procrastinating, all the things on the list. I missed out on so much money. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not missing out on the money, right? When he say opportunities you overlook today will cost you that's good. Yeah, you're right. Opportunities you overlook today will cost you dearly in the future. Yes, like cryptocurrency, ETH. There's so many cryptocurrencies people don't even know about. A lot of people think about just Bitcoin, but there's so many others that you could look at. Like I said, come soon as we leave here, Stop Struggling Now. He has his live tonight, so go there. He talks about cryptocurrency and stocks with dividends. I love stocks with dividends. I'm telling you, one of the companies I worked for when I was at BAE Systems, when I was in the IT field in DC, I was working at the Navy Yard, and that was BAE Systems was one of the best IT companies I worked for. SAIC was okay, but BAE Systems, they're like the Lockheed Martins and, all of those IT tech companies. So they gave us stock options. And even after I left for years, I would get dividend check after dividend check after. I was like, this is nice. They sent physical checks at that time. I like direct deposit instead of sending me physical checks. But And it wasn't until when I was in a situation where, and this is before, of course, that's why you got to have multiple streams. That's why I have multiple streams the way I do, because I've been laid off probably more than most people have had jobs. And so I remember getting laid off one time, and I had to cash in my 401k, and I had to share all my shares of that stock when I was at BAE. But that was the first stock I had. And I was like, wow, I would be losing a lot of money. I figured I lost a lot of money because I didn't hold on to that stock when I haven't even looked at what their stock is worth now. But like I said, when I got it, because I haven't worked in over 6 years, let me see, when I was there in 2000, no, I was a banker. No, when I was a housing crash. Wait a minute. I went back in the IT field after the housing crash. So about 2010, it was 2010. So 11 years ago, when I was working at BAE Systems, right before I went to the work at the Pentagon in 2011, let me tell y'all, I promise you, if I kept that stock all of that time and kept getting dividends, again, I was leaving money on the table. I don't want you all to leave money on the table. Okay. So yes, so opportunities you overlook today, yes, will cost you dearly in the future. I promise you. Stop looking over Airbnb opportunities. Stop looking over stock options with dividends. Stop looking over cryptocurrency. Learn it. Go to the classes. Go to Stop Struggling Now. Go get the books. Do whatever it is you have to do. Binge watch his videos so that you can learn about it. Yes, that's right. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Yes, that's right. Yes, go, man. Right, girl. You gotta go. In order to go to the next dimension, in order to be where you need to be, so that you can get all that you're supposed to have, you're gonna have to make some changes. And so that was it. Number 7 was poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. That is 7 ways that you can stop leaving money on the table, ways that people are leaving money on the table, but we want you to stop leaving money on the table. So we want you to develop that millionaire mindset, which was number 1. We want you to learn. So number 2 was you don't know what you don't know. We talked about that last night. Go back, for those of you that just coming on, like Hidden Treasure, go back and watch the beginning. There was so many things you want to just grab a hold of so that you're not leaving any money on the table. I want us to all win. I want us to all have all of the money, the resources that we're supposed to have, so that we won't be, in a situation ever where we ever have to need money again, where it's a desperation situation. No, I want you to have the money that you're supposed to have. So with that said, before we wrap up, does anybody have any other questions or comments or anything they want to share before we wrap up on today? I'm so excited that you all joined me on this evening. Like I said, and I have to remember tonight, I actually, not that I didn't remember, is that I left my notes in my vehicle and I had to go back to my vehicle, but I didn't send out the text marketing reminder that I have to let people know I was going live. So that's the other thing. If you would like to know when I go live, you could text on YouTube and or Clubhouse. You could text to 727-258-2665. I'm actually going to put that in the description. Text the word Clubhouse, YouTube to 727-258-2665, which is book. Right. So I want you, so that you all could get notified. Normally I'll send out a text message and let people know. So I need to make sure I do that tomorrow. But like I said, tomorrow we're going to talk about how to get free silver. We're going to talk about how to join this amazing company that I'm a part of. I've been a part of it for a while now. And I'm telling you, it's really amazing that the opportunity that I've been able to take a hold of, learning about hard assets and knowing why we need hard assets right now, and really just being, like I said, just not passing over opportunities. Look, what Victor says, well, with that attitude, you will be able to build a real estate empire. Yes, Victor, that's the goal, right? Building a real estate empire, owning apartment buildings and hotels, and yes, not settling for less. Yeah, I'm not leaving any money on the table. I had somebody bring me an opportunity for a hotel, I don't know, about 2-3 years ago. I was like, not this time. But next time I get an opportunity, I'm going to be ready. I wasn't ready then. And that's why you always have to be ready. That's a bonus. Be ready when opportunities come so that you're not leaving money on the table. Because sometimes opportunities come, and if you don't have the increase in the finances, you're going to have to pass over the opportunities anyway, unless you get creative and get, OPM, other people's money, get some business credit, all kinds of, there's ways you can get it. But yes, let's make sure. That's right. Thank you, Victor. Yes, I am going to be building a real estate empire. Yes, yes, yes. All right. With that said, I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live. And for those of you that are on Clubhouse, I'll be live on Clubhouse at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing y'all later, because I'll be doing that right after my book signing tomorrow. So I'm going to end the broadcast, and y'all have a tremendously blessed evening. Don't forget, if you did not give me a thumbs up, to like. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring, right? Make sure you let somebody else know who you know that's leaving money on the table. Say, y'all need to go watch this video. And then, look, I'm getting ready to go over to Stop Struggling Now. Y'all come over to, I know Victor gonna be there. Y'all come over to Stop Struggling Now and learn some strategies on how to make some more money, how to do some cryptocurrency and get some Airbnbs and some stocks and real estate investing and get your credit right. All right, with that said, y'all have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.